So this is our TrueSelf dashboard, and we're going to take you through a specific demo of an agent that is capable of remembering every single guest and remembering specific things about the guest, their stays at the resort, and facilitating reservations and answering questions about rooms and amenities and other activities at the resort. Her name is Lila, and this is Lila's dashboard. Every single agent of ours has an analytics dashboard much like this, where we can monitor the engagement with the agent. We can also look at the anonymized logs so that we can identify how the agent's actually exchanging messages with the guests and how the agent's actually doing over time. We're going to jump into a power user view of the agents. We call it the brain, and these nodes that are colored circling this particular larger node it's a collection of abilities that the agent's been configured with. So the flexible thing about our agents is that we can mix and match a number of different abilities depending on their particular cases of use. Lila's been outfitted with a knowledge base so she can answer questions specific to this fictitious resort that we created. She's also been outfitted with an embodiment as well as a personality configuration tool. So we can give Lila a face and a voice, and we can also give Lila a personality and then tweak that personality as time goes by. So now I'm going to take you through what Lila actually knows. So this is part of Lila's knowledge base, and our agents allow you to specify your own content. So she's been given information about a few rooms and the specifics about the rooms. She's also been given information about activities and restaurants and food and what have you. So Lila is able to access from this array of information as needed depending on the user's request, and then serve that information up in a paraphrased manner so that they can answer the user's questions. Now, this is completely configurable. There are features whereby we can allow Lila to scrape your website if you have a website with information on it, and she will automatically assimilate that content into her knowledge base as well. There are other features where we can have Lila integrate with your back office reservation management system, for example, so she can pull information directly from there and write information to there as long as there is an API available. So configuration options are entirely almost limitless. And of course, this is for the purpose of this demo, what we're going to be using in terms of her internal knowledge base. The other feature that I want to show you is the embodiment configuration. So like I mentioned, we can give our agents faces and voices. So this is Lila's face. This is an AI generated face of a human being that we used. And we use a voice cloning service, and from this service we're able to have an array of stock voices, or we can clone your voice or a voice of your choice. There are two modes of cloning. There's a shallow level cloning whereby it matches it to a good degree, but it's not accurate. But then there is a more extensive level in terms of cloning where you can capture dialect and intonation and anything specific, so we can create very locally attuned voices as time goes by. The other aspect that I'd like to show you is the personality composer, or persona composer as we call it. All this requires from you initially is just a brief description of the agent, the name of the agent, the role of the agent, and certain other attributes that you'd like the agent to have. And you can just write this out without any structure in mind, and the system will read this, glean from it particular personality type indicators in accordance with the personality metric of choice. We're using DISC for Lila, and then it's going to be able to produce an entire persona matrix that will drive the conversation and it will drive Lila's demeanor with regards to interacting with your guests. Later on, you can go back into attributes and you can fine-tune Lila's indicators, so we can change her particular indicators when it comes to the DISC matrix, as well as other facts about Lila, such as her gender, her strengths, etc. Entirely configurable personalities for agents. So now I'm going to take you through a chat with Lila. The premise is that Lila's interacted with this fictitious guest that I'm going to be role playing as. His name is John, and he has a family, and he stayed at the resort in the past. So Lila's going to pick up on the conversation because she's actually going to be remembering him. She maintains a user model for every single user, and from that particular user model, we were able to tell Lila what to remember, what specific things to remember about our guests, so that we can personalize recommendations and interactions moving forward.
Oh, hello, John. It's great to hear from you. How can I help you today? Are you planning another visit to Paradise Haven Resort?
So right here is an example. She's picking up the conversation. She remembers that I am John, or she remembers that I stayed there last time. I'm going to tell her, just enter into some, small talk with her. Absolutely. We had a baby as well, so it's really been an exciting time for us.
Oh, congratulations, John. That's wonderful news. How's the little one doing? I'm sure John Jr. and Amy are thrilled to have a new sibling. Are you thinking about bringing the whole family, including the baby, to Paradise Haven Resort for a little getaway?
So here's an example of her tapping into specific things that she's remembered about the last interaction with John. And she remembers the names of his children because he shared that with her, as well as the fact that, the entire family came up. And now she's querying, which is, the logical thing to do, whether the entire family is going to be coming up. And this is going to influence her choice of cabin, for example. Yeah, we're looking to bring everyone up this summer. What do you have in mind?
That sounds fantastic, John. Given your family's love for the Lakeview cabin and the private pool, I think you'd really enjoy our new poolside modern villa. It has a private pool, which I know John Jr. and Amy will love, and plenty of space for the new baby. Plus, it's close to all the family-friendly activities at the resort. Would you like me to check availability for you?
That sounds wonderful. How much is it?
The poolside modern villa is $500 per night. It's a great choice for your family, with direct pool access and plenty of space for everyone, including the new baby. Would you like me to check availability for your preferred dates?
Yeah, we're looking to come up next Friday for 5 days.
Absolutely, John. Let me check that for you. You're in luck. The poolside modern villa is available from next Friday for 5 nights. Would you like me to go ahead and reserve it for you?
Yes, please.
Great choice, John. I'll reserve the poolside modern villa for you from next Friday for 5 nights. To confirm your reservation, we'll need a down payment of $500. You can use the code AO3RFG during checkout. If you have any other requests or need assistance with planning activities, feel free to let me know. Looking forward to welcoming you and your family back to Paradise Haven Resort.